In this Spin Rewriter review, I'm going to tell you all about this really cool tool called Spin Rewriter. Now, this is personally one of my favorite tools. I think this is absolutely essential for all types of marketers to have. So what Spin Rewriter is, it's a web-based software that can take an article and basically generate hundreds of unique articles that appear to have been written by a human. And a lot of other spinners out there, they'll spin the content, but a lot of times it just is easy to tell that it was done by a spinner. But Spin Rewriter has released some updates, and now they've really got it down to a T. This is really useful for all types of different tasks that you have to do as a marketer. There are a lot of features that it offers, but I'm going to show you how I use Spin Rewriter to basically give me unlimited articles in just a matter of a few minutes. Okay, so we're here in the rewrite section of Spin Rewriter, and the first step is to enter our article. So you see here it says fetch a new article. You can actually click this and it will fetch an article from the internet and provide it for you. I already have an article here, so this is an article about plumbing that I have. I have it copied to my clipboard, so I just pasted it here. And so you see here, it's just a short little piece of an article. So now we come here to settings, and we see here we have three tabs up here. We have sentences and paragraphs, words and phrases, and advanced settings. So here in sentences and paragraphs, this is going to give us our options for how it rewrites the articles on a sentence and paragraph level. So basically, the more of these that you have enabled, the more work it's going to do with its AI technology. So right here, this is to automatically rewrite sentences, okay? Beside each of these also, there's a little piece of text you can click for more information. So it tells you about it right here. It analyzes entire sentences instead of just analyzing individual words and phrases. Then it determines the parts of the sentences that can be expressed in a different way or omitted. Then you have the option to automatically rewrite entire paragraphs. When you enable this option, Spin Rewriter analyzes the role of individual sentences within each paragraph of your article. When Spin Rewriter determines that a paragraph can be expressed in a different way by using changed or omitted sentences, it will keep the original paragraph and add a brand new paragraph with changed sentences to the generated spin tags. And here we have this option to automatically write new paragraphs and summaries. So this is also an option that'll add more content as well. When you enable this option, Spin Rewriter analyzes the meaning of individual paragraphs within your original article. When Spin Rewriter discovers that additional information can be extracted from existing paragraphs of your article, it will summarize the findings in 2 to 3 new sentences. It will then append those new sentences as an additional paragraph to the end of your article. This new paragraph will be optional in the generated spin tags. So this is a super cool feature. And then here we have the option to automatically change the structure of phrases and sentences. So when you enable this option, Spin Rewriter analyzes the actual relationship between words that make up individual phrases and sentences. When Spin Rewriter determines that the structure of an individual sentence can be changed, it'll keep the original sentence and add a brand new sentence to the generated spin tags. Same goes with phrases that can be expressed in a different way. So this is cool. Like if you look here at the structure of this sentence in this example, relax and read a book. Okay, so then it would also spin that into read a book and relax. So this is one of the reasons why Spin Rewriter really is the best in the game. Spin Rewriter does such a great job of analyzing and understanding the meaning and structure of the sentences and the phrases that you're using. And so when it spins it, it really does sound human, which is what ultimately sets Spin Rewriter apart from the rest, in my opinion. So many other spinning softwares are out there, but so many of them just seem obviously written by a spinning software. Whereas with Spin Rewriter, it always comes out sounding readable and human. So when we come here to words and phrases, you see here we have the option to make it the most unique, where it'll use as many synonyms as possible. Then there's the recommended, which is kind of in the middle. It'll use synonyms that are reliably correct. And then there's the most readable option, which will tell it to only use synonyms that are definitely correct. I go with most readable. If you do SEO, I'm sure you know that Google really likes readable articles, and it's getting better at detecting stuff that seems like it was spun. So this is the option that I choose here. And depending on how many articles I need, if I need a lot of articles, then I'll typically turn all of these on, because the more of them that you have enabled, the more unique the outcome is going to be. So if I need a lot, like hundreds of articles, all spun from the same content, then I'll typically keep all of them enabled. Now, here in the words and phrases section, there's also a little box for protected keywords. So if you have particular keywords or phrases that you do not want replaced with synonyms, then you put them down here in this box. Okay, then in advanced settings, auto one-click rewrite. Okay, I have that turned on. Enable hyperspeed, have that turned on, and one-level or multi-level nested spinning. So that will also find synonyms for words inside of spun phrases. So I have that on as well. Okay, so that's all for my settings. Then all I have to do is click rewrite article. And now you see it's working. And you can actually see it doing the work here in the background. You see how fast that is. And it's done. So now we're basically going to check this to make sure it all looks good. And then you can finalize it. So you see here, it's extremely unique. There are billions of possible versions. Okay, so we're going to finalize this article. And voila, here we go. So here is the spin tax form. So if you need actual raw spin tax, you can just highlight all this, copy it, paste it into whatever software you're using. Now, if you want to generate these articles, we can just simply click generate a unique article, and look here. We have a unique version of this article. Okay, so now watch what happens when I generate a unique article again. Just look at the basic structure that you see here. Okay, I'm going to click it again, and look at the difference. You see already the first paragraph is longer, right? I mean, right away you can tell that it does a really great job of making each article very unique. And you also have the option here to export. So if you need a lot of articles, so let's say you need 500 of them, you can actually do up to 1,000 here, you see. So if I needed 500 of them, I would have 500 here. You have these options to export the finished article in spin tax format. If you need a bunch of spin tax, export each unique article in its own text file. Okay, that's if you want it already compiled and in a text format. Export unique articles in a text file separated by a custom article separator. Okay, so I just have it set here to export each unique article in its own text file. Okay, so then if I was to click that, it would export a zip file with 500 unique versions of this article, and it's just that fast. So this is why I love Spin Rewriter so much. This is really the best software in the business for spinning content. It just really doesn't get any better. And one of the best parts about this is you can actually try it out totally for free for 5 days. So if this looks like something that you'd like to try, just click that link that I've left down below this video. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this Spin Rewriter review.